What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a pretty cool truck we won last Friday on ACV. We paid $550 for this after all the fees. So we really stole this truck and got a good deal. Comment down below and let me know if you think this is a good price for it. We paid $550, and it was $500 winning bid, $50 buyer fee on ACV last Friday. So let me know if you think that's a good price after you see this truck. I think it's going to be a really good truck for the business because we buy a lot of cars off ACV, and we had to go pick them up with the car hauler from U-Haul every time. And so we're driving like three or four hours every time, usually going into Indiana or going into Illinois from Kentucky. And so we haul a lot of vehicles that we buy, and I'm doing everything by myself, so I had to haul them anyways. Even if they was close, I'd still have to haul the cars on a trailer because I don't have somebody else to drive the vehicle for me. And so anyways, it's a 96 Dodge Ram 2500 with the V10 motor in it. So it's definitely a good truck to pull some weight with. So I think it's going to be a really good addition to the business, and I'm going to give you a look at the truck now. Also going to be going to the junkyard. This truck needs a driver's side window motor. It needs brake pads on the passenger front tire, and it needs a strut bar underneath of it to help the steering out. But before we can put that on, it's got to have a strut bar bracket put on. So we're gonna see what we can find for it at the junkyard today, and I'm gonna get that on video. So let's look at the truck now. Alright, here's the truck. This thing is a beast, man. It's a 96 Dodge Ram 2500 with the V10 motor in it. It's got 225,000 miles on it. It does have a report on the title where it says it's not actual miles, but I'm not real sure what the reason for that is, because the miles still turn on it like it's supposed to, so it's not that they're not turning no more. So I'm not sure why that is. It's got that on the title. Alright, now I'm going to start it up for you, let you hear how it sounds. Hear that puppy fire up, boy? Changed the exhaust on it. I had cut it off when I first got this truck, and then because I thought the cat was clogged up on it, but it turned out to be the spark plugs. Every one of them was really bad and rusted, so I had to get them changed out. And so I changed out all 10 spark plugs, and then the problem that I was having with the truck was completely gone, because you would when I went and picked this truck up, I got it off ACV like I said, and so I picked it up and I started driving it, and it would just bog way down when you hit the gas, and it would just cut in and out, and then it actually died. So the phone actually died on me when I was recording that the other day. But so a recap on it, I paid $550 for this truck. It's a 96 Dodge Ram 2500 V10 motor. The problems with this truck was it would sputter out and it would kill itself whenever you got hard on the gas and then just take off real slow and driving like a grandma in it. So we changed the spark plugs on it, and that was I think that was like $25 or $30. So we'll call that $30 for the spark plugs that we changed. Completely fixed the idle problem, the running problem. So the truck runs just fine now. You can drive it just fine. Now, other problems with this truck is the brake caliper was completely froze up on it, and the brake pads on the front was completely gone. So when you hit the brake on it, it would shoot it straight to the right side because the left side caliper was froze up and wasn't working. So the right side was the only one working, and then it would shoot it to the right side. So we fixed that problem. We put new brake pads on both front tires. We put a new caliper on the left side, and then we was bleeding the brakes, and a bleeder broke on me when I was bleeding the back one. So I've got to fix that. I've got to fix that where the bleeder broke on it, so I can get them bled out right. And got good brake pedal and everything once I get that done. So that should fix the brake problem. It was 30 for brake pads. It was, I believe, 45 for the brake caliper that I had to change out on it. So you're at $80 on doing the brakes. And then we'll have about maybe 30 or 40 more on the brakes when it's done. And the only other problem other than that it has is it has I believe it's called a track bar. And it has to do with the steering and everything on it. And it's wore out and needs to be changed. And I had bought the track bar for it, but the mechanic I took it to told me that the bracket had been changed out on the truck so that the factory part won't work on there no more unless you change that bracket. So I've got to figure out if I'm going to change the bracket on it or what I'm going to do with that problem, because you can feel a lot of play in the steering wheel and you have to turn way farther than you should to get it to turn the one way. So it's not awful, but it's not ideal for it to be steering like that. But at least it doesn't jerk to the right side no more since the brake pads and caliper is changed on it. So we can live with that problem, but I do eventually want to fix that problem too, so that it's just completely good to go and it doesn't have any problems. I bought this truck planning to use it for hauling the vehicles, so once it's finally done and back from the shop, because it's at the shop right now, since the bleeder broke, I decided I was done messing with it. I had to get to doing other stuff, and I've got 6 cars to pick up that is going to be coming up on a video. We bought 6 cars from ACV, and we had to spend this week going and picking them all up, so that's coming up on the channel. There's going to be videos about the cars we just bought, how much we pay for them, how they are, if they need work done, and what work they need. And then eventually when we do sell them, we're going to show these as the first ones for how much profit we make on them and everything. So it's going to be a beginning to end on each one of these cars as a flip car to see what we paid, what's wrong, what we do to fix it, what we sell it for, and what the profit is at the end of it. So that's coming up on the channel on them videos, so subscribe so you can see that coming up. But once we get this truck squared away and everything, we're gonna put it to the test on hauling some cars that we're buying from ACV and stuff, because we gotta, most of the time we're going 4 or 5 hours and picking these cars up. So we'll see how good of a truck it is, and if it makes the trips really good, then we'll continue using it, and if not, then I've got another vehicle that may take its place, or I might sell it and get another one with what I sell it for. It just all depends on how good the truck turns out and how reliable it can be, because it's got to be reliable for me, or it's not going to be worth it, and I'm going to sell it to get something that is reliable. But we just have to take it on a couple runs and see how it does first before we decide all of that. So I hope you're enjoying this channel. Give me some feedback and let me know what you'd like to see. If you've been around for a while, let me know if you're liking the videos. And even if you haven't, even if this is your first video, comment down below what you would like to see that has to do with the car lot. And I'll make sure to make a video about it and show it to you. And let's just get a little bit of feedback. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And just subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next video. We're fixing to take the trips, picking up all these 6 cars, so make sure you're tuned in to watch that. See you on the next one.